Wow. Rawr. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
You're sparkly.
Karate chop. I'm Devin.
I'm Dwayne, and this is
Making it weird.
Making It Weird. Amber is sick, and also being a manager, and so she could not make it to do one of these episodes, and I asked if I could invite my brother. So,
Brother.
if you think, oh no, finally, someone that doesn't have ADHD, guess what? He has severe ADHD.
Very severe.
Overly severe. Like, surprisingly unmedicated.
I've had multiple psychiatrists tell me they can't treat me.
Because it's too severe.
Yes. It's like Scott telling me, he's like, where'd you get that GoPro? I'm like, your mom's house. And he's like, oh. I was like, yeah, I got it to like for that good old POV.
So, because it's two dudes on a podcast, we're going to talk about hunting, fishing, and camping. But it's more of us growing up doing it.
Yep.
Since you're damn near 10 years younger than me, you want to talk about the differences between me growing up hunting and you growing up hunting?
We can.
We might be drinking. Anyways, so do you want me to talk about me and then you?
Or combination.
Well, we could do the comment.
Oh, who cares? Just start.
Just
go.
Okay.
Just do it.
When I grew up, the whole valley was just hunting. No, I'm kidding. That was Dad. No, when I was growing up, we still had like a DVD player.
Yeah, we had that portable DVD player.
Talking the mic.
We had a portable DVD player. That was from like the 90s.
Oh my god.
I know. I'm a 2000s baby.
It was from the 1800s.
1773.
Go away.
All right.
Okay. So, do you remember the red truck?
No.
Okay. So we owned a 98 Chevy. Oh, what was it? It was a truck. I think it was a 1500. Yeah, it was a 1500 crew cab long bed, but gas.
Dumb.
Yeah. Dad was going to keep it, but he was having issues with it, and then they sold it, and then someone was like, hey, you know that simple problem that you had? All you had to do is... And then you would have never had that issue again. And he was like, thanks.
I still wish we could have kept the 78.
Okay, Mom sold it for like $500, which is
I know.
ridiculously stupid.
I know. Single cab long bed camper edition.
Yeah, it had 2 tanks, which realistically, why don't you just pick one big tank?
You know, some things don't make sense to me, even though I'm a mechanic.
Well, I think back in the day, they only had so big of tanks. They didn't have customs tanks. You had tanks.
No, I mean,
Well, I guess a lot of the tanks...
even now they have dual
those
tanks.
Super. Huh.
I know some people.
There's got to be a purpose for it.
I know some people would set up like a transfer tank with it, so you can set up like a, line with a gas filler. So
Or you could do as like a higher grade. So if you want like a higher elevation, you could switch it.
Or it's probably because it's split by the drive shaft.
Oh my god, we can hear you.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Why would it be split by the drive shaft?
It's the drive shaft's in the middle.
Yeah, but the tanks are on top of it.
No, they're on the sides.
Oh, that might be why. I'm just saying.
Who knows? I'm trying not to breathe too much. I breathe really heavy.
I'll just edit it out. So, we had the 98. And then, so we had the 98 that was... My other brother was born in 98, and you were born in 03.
Yes.
So we have the truck that I have now. Do not say shit about it. I know what you're going to say about it.
We got it because of me. Because I'm that great.
Well, that's not what I was going to say. So, I'm the only one that didn't get a car that was... Oh, I bought my own car that was made in the 95, so never
Well,
mind.
Dylan got to pick up camper. Oh, Dylan gets to pick a camper. Pick the size of the camper. Which one do you
It was
want,
the
Dylan?
worst one too.
I know.
It was the like off-brand of one we wanted, and I was like, Dad, why don't we just go to Colorado? It's right there.
He didn't want to drive more than like what 5 hours.
Yeah, but he really wanted that one.
I know. He
And it
talked.
was
He
so-
talked to me about it.
He
I
was
didn't.
excited, and then he's like, "Well, they said this one's basically the same thing." It was not.
It sucked.
Yeah.
They didn't clean out any of the wood shavings or wood. Oh, fuck. Sawdust. Didn't clean out any of the sawdust from construction.
Yeah, they were cheap as hell.
So it clogged the heater almost immediately.
Or
The first year.
or the time we got it fixed and they didn't winterize it,
Yeah.
and it froze every pipe in it, and then they had to replace every pipe in it. Even Dad was like, "Hey, you should winterize it." Called him, "Hey, you should winterize it. It's gonna be cold the next couple days." "No, it's fine. We're good. We'll get it done before then. We're fine. It won't have an issue." Then froze, and the heater had to be replaced for the second time. The
Oh, it's the first
no,
time
the
they-
water heater.
The
sorry.
first, yeah.
The water heater, then the pipes, and then the sinks all had to be replaced by them. Idiots.
Campers.
But when I was a kid, we had a 16-foot trailer.
Didn't we have a?
Kathy owned it for a minute. I don't know if you remember that.
No, didn't we own a Airstream for a
No.
little bit? No,
No.
What?
They owned,
it was a metal.
no, it was, you're thinking, I mean, it was metal, but that's 16-foot trailer?
It looked like a good Airstream.
No, it wasn't an Airstream. The inside looked like an Airstream, but it was not an Airstream. It was a 16-foot trailer.
Then we had the Wanderer. That thing I remember from.
Kathy? Is
No, the one right before the Stealth.
that the first one that opened in the back?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 16-foot trailer.
The Wanderer.
Yeah.
No, they had one when like you were a kid.
No, they had one when I was like really young, and I don't remember that one, which was a tent trailer. We had a tent trailer. We upgraded when I was like probably between 3 and 5, because I don't remember the tent trailer as well. We upgraded to the 16-foot trailer, and then we eventually got, when we owned the 16-footer, then we got the 4-wheeler. That's when we got the 4-wheeler. And then in like 2004, because
I know in 2004 we bought
the white
the
truck.
white truck. And it was a year old.
Yeah, we didn't buy it brand new, but we bought it one owner at 40,000 miles. Now it has 140,000
Had 40,000 miles?
miles.
Holy. We only drove 40,000 miles in
We only drove
Like,
for about
19 years?
45,000 miles in 14 years.
No. I was about, I think it was
Is that
17. 17 when I rolled it over 80,000. I drove it past 80,000.
Oh yeah. Well, when I got it,
Well, when you got it, it was like almost
89.
90.
yeah.
Or, yeah. Smokebird.
Oh, so we own those. Dad sold the 16 to get the 25-footer?
26.
26-footer. How big was the last one?
Wasn't it 16 foot? Or 17 foot?
No, 27 foot.
No, the new one. The one the last
No,
one.
no. We bought a 16, then we got another one, and then we bought another one.
Well,
No, we didn't.
no. We had the Wanderer.
The other one,
And then we had the Stealth. 'Cause I remember-
27 foot.
Then make it aware of bye.
Come on down to Dale's. Dirtbag repair. We don't only sell dirt bikes, but that's the name. On the corner of 7200 South and Redwood Road. Entrance is on the west east side. Billing and receiving is on the north south side. We only take wire transfers, checks. We accept payment in only gold coins. The IRS doesn't know we exist, so please don't tell the IRS that we exist. Please come on down to Dale's Dirt Bikes. We don't only sell dirt bikes. I remember when I was a kid, we got a call from Dad when we were at Arctic Circle, and he's like, "Oh yeah, the generator went out." We're like, "Oh."
Yeah.
And you're gonna be up there for another week and a half.
That's when he realized he had to change the oil in the four-wheeler. He realized he had to change the oil in the generator, and he had to change the oil and the bearing grease in the four-wheeler.
Yeah.
My grandpa did not teach him things that he should have been. Well, honestly, my grandpa didn't do those things. So,
Well, they're a plumbing family.
doesn't mean you don't know cars.
Well, I know cars, but Dad didn't have
really know.
much of a knowledge of.
He knew the basics, like me.
Yeah, like, you know, we changed his air filter one time, and I remember that. I mean, other than that, he took it in to get repaired,
Yeah.
and now I repair those.
I don't know. It wasn't much different. The only difference
It's
was,
bigger and newer with solar panels.
yeah. The only difference between me hunting and you hunting is we hunted with Gene. And I don't think you remembered hunting with Gene.
I remember going hunting with Gene like one time.
Had like a bunch of awning tents around, had all our campers, and we used to cook all together and then have like a tent for the kids that we would watch TV.
No,
No, you don't remember that.
no, because that was probably like, what, 2, 3,
If that.
if that.
We stopped hunting with them for like a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was the drinking while hunting. Dad was like, I don't want this around my kids.
Yeah.
So we started doing ourselves.
I don't really understand why people think drinking and hunting. I don't really think.
Those two go together.
Yeah, drinking and hunting never goes together. You shouldn't mix alcohol and guns.
Yeah, I remember going with Gene.
I remember going with Chuck like 2 times.
Oh, that was...
What?
I didn't even talk to Chuck until, like, you were way older.
I was pretty young when Chuck went hunting with us.
Well, no, I know that. You were also young when Dad died.
That is accurate.
Okay.
Okay.
But, yeah, he didn't even start talking to Chuck. They just started talking to each other, like, 8 years older than you, so it's kind of hard to, like... But most of my life, he didn't talk to Chuck.
Most of my life, he talked to Chuck. It's 8 years of your life. You didn't talk to Chuck?
No, because he got out of the military and didn't talk to anyone until, like... He talked to more people at the end of his life than he did at the beginning. Or beginning of mine, not his.
He was also a quiet man.
He was quiet, man.
He was a man of few words, but a lot of words if you got him talking about things he liked.
You mean the same words over and over again?
Yeah, the same exact stories,
Just a little bit changed every single time?
just to add a little bit of flair. Like, instead of 40 head of deer,
It was 42.
and then it was 50. And then next year was about 150, and you're like, whoa, man. That's insane. You're like,
It's insane.
Where was that?
He just ups the number until he gets people to go, wow. And he's like, yeah, that makes more sense.
yeah. I kept it there for a little bit, and then you fluctuate.
And sometimes he would go down.
Yeah.
He'd be like, all right, I gotta get people like recharged.
He just forgot about his lies. Old man stories. I mean, Mom and Dad had me super late.
They even had me pretty late, considering in Utah.
Well, in Utah.
No, Dad was 33 when he had me.
Well, then there's our, the brother between us that we're forgetting about. The brother
us?
The brother we don't love.
Between us?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying there was me, or there was Brian, and then there was me, and then there was Urian, and then
Me.
we just get along because we're basically the same person.
Yeah, I mean, we look close enough. We look more like brothers than we do with either one of our other brothers.
I'm country. You're redneck. What's the difference?
Yeah. I'm still in the city, but just ripping around a 2-stroke at 8 p.m. Just rip, 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 rip.
And I'm more like, I'm gonna go fishing and
I go
on a Tuesday night by myself.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, but you also bring a speaker.
No, I just put headphones in.
Oh, whatever.
I'm listening to fucking Zach Top over there, just.
So we're basically the same person. You just have more redneck ingenuity.
Yeah, I just have more brains.
I used to be that way. I didn't care enough. Making It Weird, sponsored by Raven and Fenrir Associates. If you have a bone to pick, we'll get it for you.
I have more brains but less fucks to give. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've never cared as much as I have.
Oh, no. Oh, absolutely not.
Ever.
I give 0.
Oh, man, that's going to hurt someone's feelings. I probably shouldn't do that, Tevin. That's funny.
That's funny.
That's some funny shit right there.
Oh, that hurt your feelings. Sorry. Didn't care enough.
And I'm over here like, we did date, so I shouldn't be that mean to her. She murdered your family. I know, but she had a reason.
Hunting.
Like going up hunting.
I mean, it was like the memories of, shooting the BB guns and
Yeah.
that
I'm
really.
pretty sure we had the same BB gun until you.
Oh, we did. We did.
10.
Yeah, we still have it.
Oh, yeah.
And
You got a new one at some point.
No.
No?
No. It sucks. It barely shoots now.
It's because you have to pump it 75.
No. It doesn't even grab BBs. You have to manually do it.
Oh,
now.
dude, that's been that way for.
No. No, you just had to shake it real hard.
Yeah, but half the time it wasn't even doing that.
Me and Dad were able to do it.
I mean, you can't. Anyways.
Whatever. But it was the memories of, shooting BB guns and practicing bow and arrows and whittling sticks, and then that was like the camping part of it. But most of my life I was too young to actually go out, and they were just like, watch the dogs, and I would just watch the dogs. And then Dad'd be like, do not start the generator at all. And then I'd be like, I want a cup of noodles, but I can't use the microwave because the fucking solar panels don't work to run the microwave. So I'd be like, is Dad gonna be here the next 5 minutes? Maybe. And then it'd time it, and then I would run the generator just long enough to boil my noodles and then shut the generator off. And then one time I thought everyone was gone from the campsites, so I put the outside speakers on, and I was blasting I think it was Michael Bublé. I don't know, I was fucking 7, 8, I don't know, whatever age I was. Outside speaker went out. I was in my boxers, and I was like, yeah. I was trying to start a fire. I'm like, why am I starting a fire?
Oh my God.
And then one of the neighbor.
I love how my ex-wife had to demand Mom to get you tested.
Yeah,
The stories you tell me, I'm like, it was right in front of your face.
Oh, it was teachers talked to her. Everyone talked to her. They're like, your son, he's a little special. I'm like, okay, I can't pay attention to school. Can't pay attention to this. I can't sit still.
Just a normal kid.
I can remember things from 15 years ago, but I can't remember what you just told me.
Oh, so problematic.
Oh, your name's this? Cool, I'm never going to remember that until we're a year into our friendship. Then I'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, your name is this.
He's had medication.
and then I forgot to
And then
get.
he runs out and forgets, and then that's been the struggle for the last 4 years.
But I mean, it was mostly just like going out. But it was just like mostly about the camping part. But then it was like when the times I did go hunting, walking around with you guys, it was just like every fucking time it was just like, oh, animal. And then
You're
it'd be
kind
like,
of the good luck charm.
and I was like, woo, yeah. Okay, I kind of yelled into the microphone. But, I mean, it was mostly just about the camping aspect of hunting.
Yeah, because you were too young.
Yeah.
It's funny because we went out a lot more.
I
than you went out.
really don't know why. I think it was just because Buddy and Digger were like
we did
going
have two
fucking
dogs.
crazy. And like the one time I would go with you guys,
And then they would destroy.
and then they
camper.
destroyed the door frame of the camper, and then we're like, oh, Devin gets to stay behind because everyone can hunt except him. And I'm like, oh, I want to go hunting. And then we'd go road hunting, but we'd take the dogs with us.
Yeah,
But early in the morning, you guys would go hiking.
yeah.
Let me get it where a bye.
Come on down to Bert's Boats. We got unsinkable boats just like the Titanic. Our phone number is 95555 6269-420. That is 1-5-295-543-214-549-69. Again, our phone number is 995-559-6969-420. Again, for the last time, our phone number is 123-492-695-521 695-4321 56789 9010-420. And that is Bert's Boats. Unsinkable, just like the Titanic. I never watched the movie. And, you know,
That sucks.
don't really want to leave the dogs doing that. They're also
We should have just got kennels.
no, but they were never kennel dogs.
Okay, but they could have been in the kennel for a morning.
Yeah, but they
Buddy
Oh my-
loved just like
the one. Dude, the one time I remember him just chasing one down, and it ran underneath the truck, and he got caught on something.
yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but then he spun, and so his collar just like started choking the shit out of him.
Yeah, Dad had
And
to, like
I was like,
reach under.
Dad, and he was just like, I'm like, oh my God, why was there nobody? Don't die. Okay, you want to side tangent? Okay, I thought, because I found out dogs die, so I went, no, Digger, you can never die. I was like 5 in my room crying because I didn't want our dog to die. So I was worried about him starving himself, staying in my room with the door shut overnight. So I'd be like, no, okay, time to let you out so you don't die. That was a little special.
Little.
A lot.
You always cared about animals more than humans.
No, well, that's the thing. I also brought Band-Aids with me everywhere I went. And I was like, oh, you got hurt, Band-Aid.
I almost pulled out some trauma. So let's get back to hunting.
Hunting.
So I mean, but you started hunting when you after Dad though.
Well,
I mean, it kind of sucks that you didn't get.
it was like the last 2 years of him being alive. It was like, oh, yeah, actually, the last 2 years, because it was like, oh, yeah, you're 13 now.
12.
12, whatever. Ugh. It was like, oh,
You got to hunt before I did.
yeah.
Not.
Well, I also got my hunter safety in the night.
Oh yeah, we went through classes. That's why.
Yeah, you're dumb.
We did the test, and I was like, "You passed by 39 out of 40." I'm like, "Which one did I?" Oh, no, you got 40. I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, there's some dumb questions on there, though.
Yeah, it's just how they word it.
Yeah. It's like the DMV test. It's like, would you rather hit a motorcyclist or a pedestrian? You're like, I don't want to hit either. Is that a fucking question? No.
Motorcyclist.
Motorcyclist. Because motorcyclists are always doing the wrong.
Pedestrians are always in the right.
Even if a pedestrian's on I-15.
They're in the right.
Yep. Hunting. I mean, I got the 4-wheeler license at 13.
Okay. And
So
then,
just-
what did you get? Did you shoot an animal when Dad was still alive?
No. It was the year after he died. It was literally just
That
like...
was the bad luck charm.
Yeah. Well, I had my hunting license. I had the tags. And that year, like, we just didn't go out. Like, Dad just slept. Like, I mean, let's be honest, last, like, 2 years of his life, he was just in a lot of pain.
He was in a lot of pain.
He just slept all the time.
Well, that wasn't my experience.
Well, no shit. Okay. Well, my experience now, is more like we grew up rifle hunting, and
Now you're bow.
now I'm bow and rifle, more bow, but
Yeah.
just a little bit more fun.
I'm more rifle because you can't hit a broadside of a barn.
Well, you missed on that one deer that was 70 yards away from us,
No. We are not. No.
right there in
That
an
was
open
not-
field.
This is what happened. This is. It's not my fault.
Excuses.
That someone shot my gun in.
Excuses.
Called mother and put it at 9 fucking power, and I'm like, why the fuck is the deer like this fucking close to me?
And you didn't think to fucking check. Oh, also
No,
the
because
fact,
it's my gun. Why would it?
also the fact that you went, oh, I'm not going to tell him which deer it is because I don't think he's going to hit the right one.
There was a doe right next to it.
If you explained where the fucking buck was, we wouldn't have had a problem. Because I can actually hit things.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the.
The deer I shot did a 10-foot circle and fucking dropped like a bag of fucking potatoes. Sack of potatoes.
Did you say bag of potatoes?
Bag of potatoes.
Same thing.
A sack of potatoes. It was dead before it hit the ground. And it literally, it fell right behind where my arrow hit. My arrow went straight through it, into a log, stuck in a log. It did a 10-foot hop.
Do you remember Dylan's?
No.
The rifle one when he bring Avery?
Oh my God. Our brother, Dyron, he decided that he wanted his buddy to come with us hunting. And his buddy agreed.
First time
ever.
Fishing, hunting, everything.
Yeah. I mean, he was raised in like a hiking family, but not a hunting or fishing family. So he comes with us. And
Traumatic, man.
my brother gets a deer. He sees it. My mom spots it. He goes, oh, let me make sure that it's a buck and it's legal. Takes her gun and then shoots it with her gun. And so she can't shoot it because he wanted the deer. And so
It goes in the same
So here, okay, actually, there's 2 parts to this, because there's a part of when he did it, and then when we went bow hunting, he did almost the same thing. So he,
oh my God,
he,
that's about right. He's done that to me.
Yeah.
What was?
Oh no,
my first buck.
I'll get into it. So he takes a shot at the deer, and it drops immediately, but it didn't kill it. He severed its spinal cord, so it was paralyzed, like waist down. And he radios into us. Shot a deer. This is where we are.
Oh,
cool.
That's all he said.
Yeah.
That's all he said. This is where I'm at. We shot a deer. Calm. So we go over there and we're like, cool, he got a deer. Let's go help him out. And it's still moving.
Yeah, we get there. It's still moving. And we're like, dude, finish it off. Why didn't you? What are you doing? And he's like, whoa. So he has his friend
that's never
hunted with a dull blade go up and hack at this deer's throat to try and put it out of its misery. Not a sharp knife, not a little chink. Done. It was like had been used for years and never sharpened.
Oh my God.
Like it's more round than a point. Like, yeah. So, he finishes off the deer, and he's just like a little traumatized from it. Well, I mean, all of us kind of felt bad because we're like, Dylan, you had sharp knives in the car. What are you doing? Because he had sent us to go get the animal.
Yeah.
And what else was it? He sent us because we were dad. They had sent us to go get stuff for it.
All I hear is,
He had sent us to go get stuff for it, and yeah, so we get back, it's dead, and we're like, oh, so you finished it off? And Avery was the one that was bloody, and we're like, oh, okay.
sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's what I had to do with his deer.
Yeah. Well, here's the second part, right? We're archery hunting. Second year for
I'll
me.
tell you mine after that.
Second year for me, first year for him. He doesn't even realize that his sights are for 30, 40, and 50 yards. He uses a center pin, his 40 yard, to take a 20-yard shot. And then it was a 30 yard, and he aims his 40 yard at the center. And so the first one went over its back. The second one shot it right through the stomach. And he took, I think it was 3 shots at the deer. Didn't even...
Sounds like Dad shooting one 7 times. And the elk just looked at him like, was that meant for me?
Is that the reason you got the 7mm?
No.
Oh, that was with the 7mm?
With the 7mm.
Oh, my.
It's because of Mike's.
Let me get it where a bye.
Welcome to
Chris
and Kratz,
Arcade.
where you can put a nickel in and get a game,
Or a dime.
or a quarter,
Or a dollar.
or 2,
Or 5.
or 10.
Or 20.
You know,
We're a little expensive.
see our neon light wherever you are.
We are always open.
Always.
And always ready to take your money.
And we're usually not there.
Usually not. We have 12-year-olds that run our counter.
Our number is 801-779-38573.
Again, our phone number is 801-999-911-42069.
Now again, because no one calls us, it's 801-273-9873. 29.
We are in St. Patrick's County.
And that's just where we are. So come on down.
You'll see our neon lights.
That's all you need.
The town is very small and very poor.
But we're not, because we're taking all the money.
We love money.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Reloads that were so inaccurate.
That makes more sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he never had an issue after that.
Federal blue box. 7mm. Powerful. 150 grain.
Yeah.
Or is it 175
No, it's
grain?
under 50.
150. Okay.
You could go up to 175, but he didn't.
I remember shooting Grandpa's steel rounds
Yeah, but
through the 270 and it blew up in my face.
I don't know what Dad was thinking. Oh, let me go shoot old rounds that's been around for 30.
Oh, and if you shook it, you could hear the black powder in there. I mean, it was water soaked at some point. It's not safe to do that. Then he has 10-year-old son do that. He's like, hey, you want to shoot these rounds? Let's shoot them.
Okay, let's also talk about when he was shooting Mike's rounds, and one of them only went an inch into the barrel, almost blew the barrel up, and the guy pops it out, and Dad goes, loads another one. And the dude's like, seriously, dude? You just almost had that gun blow up in your freaking face. Fucking face.
Fucking.
And you're gonna load another round in it of the same shit?
Look, Dad was a smart man in many ways and very dumb in others.
I mean, to be fair,
He also
the
get
same.
okay. If we're talking about if me or you give the least amount of fucks, Dad gave the
0.
bare minimum.
The
four
only-
kids and no fucks to give. That
Only fucks he would give is us, and that was rare.
yeah. Well, what's funny is every single one of my friends growing up were like, "Your dad's scary." I'm like, "He's not scary." They would run away when he got home because they thought he was a big bad scary man. I'm like,
and then we're sitting over there like, "What's up, Dad?"
"What's up? Oh, how's your day at school?" "That was good." Dumb. Hunting. I gotta do it to keep my brain stimulated about the same subject.
Anyways, so you know what Dylan did on our
What?
first, like it was both of our first, right?
I know he shot the deer and it rolled down to him at the
It
road.
slid.
Yeah.
No, that was supposed to be my deer.
Oh, is that the one you're about to say?
Same issue. Mom freaking went to shoot my gun out of random. I don't know why she always goes to the range. I'm gonna shoot his gun because I want to shoot his gun. And so she'll crank it up to 9 power. Oh, I'm like, you have your own gun. Why did you even touch mine? Well, we needed to sight it in. Then sight it in and put it the fuck away.
Yeah.
Don't shoot my gun. There's no reason for you to be shooting my gun.
Well,
Shoot your gun.
what doesn't make sense is the guys at the range sight in for us.
Yeah.
We only shoot after to make sure that it's accurate and to just make
Well, and
sure
just-
that's shooting properly.
Yeah, and well, and our skill set.
Yeah.
And no, she would always shoot it, and then I would get hunting, and I go point it down range, and I'm like, what the? Why is it? Luckily, I've caught it a couple times. That one time when we were hunting, and I shot over the back, dude, it looked like I was this close to the damn fucking animal. I'm like, what am I looking at?
He put his hand on me.
I put my hand on him. Like I could see this much of the animal.
About 2 feet.
Yeah.
A foot.
Foot of the animal. I had to go like this.
Head
See, oh look, head, kill spot.
over the back.
Well, then I jerked. So what do you want from me?
Stop jerking off.
Well, I also didn't shoot that year.
Excuses.
I know. Excuse. Shut the fuck up.
I could have hit it with iron sights.
But
There's no 9 power about iron sights.
Did you?
Well, I needed a little verification of
I
which
know.
one was the fucking buck, and you're like, oh, that one, poo!
We both missed.
I didn't fire. Dad was excited for me to get it, and then he's like, oh, man, Dwayne. Be like, oh, that's his deer. And then you're like, oh, it's my deer, poo!
I know. I'm stupid.
Dumb.
I'm stupid. I should have. I don't know why the fuck I did it that way. But Dylan did that. He went. I looked up. I got out first. I'm doing it. I'm having like kind of the shakes and the rolls.
I've never had buck fever.
No, it wasn't really buck fever. I've never. It wasn't buck fever. It was more like I couldn't stable the gun, and so I was doing this thing, trying to like get, because my gun's heavy. Mine's a like old Woodstock blue barrel.
Well-
It's a heavy gun.
See, that's really the biggest difference between rifle hunting and archery. Is like archery, the biggest thing is like, yeah, it's weight up and down, but you also have the weight of the bow fighting your arm to twist. Like your hand wants to twist while holding it. But I've never actually gotten buck fever.
Well, you have a 30-30. That thing's
And
light.
archery also, I pull back
Yeah, but archery I feel like is a little bit easier not to get buck fever.
because you're having to control way more stuff.
Yeah, but for an ADHD person,
No, maybe.
you have like 5 things to concentrate on. You have to concentrate on this and making sure you're in the spot. So you're not thinking about the deer. You're just making sure you're in the right spot, because you got to focus on the sights. You guys focus on the pullback. You have to focus on the. So you're focused
Placement
on
on your face.
so much things that you're not even thinking about. You're just making sure you can actually hit the deer. That's all you're thinking of.
I mean, okay, I get buck fever after I take the shot, dude. When I got my deer and it hopped in a 10-foot circle and dropped, I was like, but
Well,
when
you have nothing else to focus on.
oh, I know. Well, when it pulled up, like I was doing cow and heat, or not cow. I was doing a doe and heat, and it's for whitetail hunting. It's in Minnesota.
Male.
Whitetail. But I was doing it was whitetail.
I know, I said it's different than mule.
I know, mule deer are dumb. You just stand there when you shoot them.
They're either there or they're not. That's it.
Yeah. And if you're there and they're there, they don't really care that you exist. They're just like,
Sometimes, unless you have the wrong type of gun like Mom does, cocking it doesn't even startle them. Like my gun, I can cock it and they just look at me like,
what are you doing?
what are you doing? They're stupid.
Well, the thing is, with whitetail, they smell you, they see you, and they hear you. And if any one of those they do, they're gone. They run immediately.
Oh, they spook easy.
They sniff, gone. They see you moving. Literally, if like you're in the middle of hitting fake horns together, fake antlers together to entice them in to like a big bull, or oh my god, I'm fucking mixing up elk and deer. If you're trying to call a big buck in, and you're simulating two.
Don't worry, I'll make it not sound retarded.
I know. And you're simulating two big bucks fighting, and you're crashing it, and you're doing the buck call for whitetail. Womp, womp, or it's a that's Mom's for fucking mule deer. It's more like or like a. I don't know. It's weird. Look it up if you really have a question about it.
Now this is what she does.
I don't know. No, and then she also goes womp. I was more to stop them, but like you do that, with whitetail, and they're just like, "The fuck are you?" But the thing is, you go about 5 seconds before they run. So mule deer like.
Mostly that's I need you to stop now so I can pull.
Yeah, it's like I already have my sights on you.
You need to
You're
stop.
walking slowly, or you're turned a certain way, and you go womp, and they're like, and you're like, tink, boom, gone.
Mule deer is more like womp.
What type of animal are you?
What the fuck was that? And then they look at you and they go, weirdos, and they just walk on.
Like, damn, this food's really good. I'm not moving at all.
Let me get it where a bye.
Come on down to Divorced Dad Saloon. Thought she was the one? Come and get numb. On the corner of this and that. We'll get you ready for your second divorce.
But Mom's cockback, she does it so aggressively, it scares them every time.
She does everything aggressively.
I know. She talks aggressive too. But, hers goes clink, clink.
Yeah.
Mine goes shh, shh.
A 30-30 is nice because it's like, I don't know. I'm not really. That's more my 9mm. Just
I just always have one in the chamber, so it doesn't really matter.
my 12 gauge is fun. The heavy bolt action of an AR, just a shunk shunk, and then it's just like shotgun. Hell yeah. Anyway, hunting. I might have severe ADHD, but I can keep my brain stimulated just enough. I snap. Okay, like 2 weeks ago, all week long, everything I said followed with a snap. I don't know why. Just did it. My boss is like, why are you snapping? I'm like creating. I'm making sure that you know that this is important in my brain, but I'm doing it outwardly, and then that's my fault. And then we went into a conversation about how we snap, because he snaps. So I have a really weird snap. I stack my pinky, my ring finger, and my middle finger all on top of each other onto my thumb. I have a really loud snap.
At once.
Yeah, do this. All right, stack all of them. Put your pinky on your thumb, and then go off your thumb.
That's so.
I can't snap any other way.
Wait, let me see how you do it with one finger. It's because you're doing it wrong. On the side, dude.
Huh?
Like right by the knuckle. Like right on top of the knuckle. Push away from it. You're doing it.
You can't make it. Can't do it.
No.
My body done fucked.
You're doing this. Oh, I'm doing it.
Oh, wow, you can fucking snap up. I can't snap like that, okay?
Well, because
It's not my
all you're
personality.
doing is snapping down this finger.
No,
Makes a sound.
I got too much fat in my finger.
No. Curl your hand. Curl your hand. And then go. Go down on it.
I am. Little bit. That's it. And now my fingers are tender.
Yeah, like
Okay, anyway. Hunting. Okay. So, I mean, most of my memories are like actually just bow hunting.
Yeah.
Like actually hunting. Myself was bow hunting. Which, I mean, it's a completely just vastly different hunt. I mean, it's whatever. It's also white-tailed deer. So it's just like you're going out there. It's super early in the morning, like 4:30 a.m. Get into your deer stand. I mean, right before you leave, you're spraying yourself with scent killer, and you got to make sure that you're not wearing boots that you wear to work, because the smells from work will follow on your boots. And so it's like every piece of clothing has to be dedicated for hunting. And so it's kind of just like, it's very interesting. It's fun. Challenge, like hunting in general is a challenge, but when you can hit an animal at fucking 900 yards with a rifle and like 70 with a bow, I mean, you can hit it like 100 yards,
Dude,
you know, whatever.
I'm at like 200
15.
yards or like.
Okay, well,
Push
there's
that.
well, it's also our scopes. We don't have really
I have a good scope.
I have a scope. I have iron sights,
I
bitch.
also just don't like shooting that far.
I mean, I don't like it because it's
Now, there's plenty of people that, oh, you don't like shooting more than 150 yards? Yeah, I don't like that's no, it's not my thing.
well, it's the same aspect of like you don't know what's behind it, and you don't know like
200 yards you do.
okay. Well, I'm talking about like 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's videos,
So many guys.
so many dudes
9 to
will take a shot
1,000
at
here.
900 yards, 1,000 yards, 1,200 yards. And I'm like,
Why?
do you, like, you're going to have to now walk all that way through
And hopefully it stayed close.
yeah, and if it ran, it's like, dude, it's going to take you, however long, hiking through mountains, down a mountain, up another mountain to get to where you shot the animal, and hope that you're in the same spot that you shot it, and then from there track the animal, and hopefully the animal didn't run very far.
Not bleed.
Yeah.
You could have hit it just enough where a fat particle or something closed it off.
That's what happened to Dyron's deer that he shot. Went right through the stomach, but not like main stomach. It hit. I took a shot.
It still bled.
Yeah, it still bled. And but the thing is,
bleeds.
The thing is, we waited 30 minutes. We went out and we saw where the deer had laid down and stuffed into its wound, because they do that.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, well, he's very much not dead.
Talking about that. Dad did that once. Kind of not a great shot. Where it was.
I know he shot a deer, got shot and got it, and that was Brandon's like first hunt or something.
Yeah.
And he was just I'm a hippie now.
He said
I'm gonna date vegans.
not the reason, but that's after that hunt, he never wanted to go hunting again.
Yeah.
No, it might have been a little bit of a ledge that he shot off of. And either way, didn't hit anything other than the deer. It was the end of the hunt. We were a little bit excited, and so we didn't really wait too long. It was a distance, so it still took us a minute to get there, but it wasn't long enough for the deer to like lay down and die. So we walked and then spooked it and spooked it and spooked it. We should have just went, oh, we spooked it, we should just stay still and just let it sit down somewhere. No, we're stupid. Didn't happen that way. I trekked the blood for probably like half a mile before we just
Oh, is that the deer?
lost it.
Yeah, that's the deer that you guys lost. You guys were like 4 miles back in the fucking middle of nowhere.
Like, you know, Sea Canyon? We started at the middle of Sea Canyon, like right there. Walked down into Sea Canyon to the other side, and then had to walk back up. Yeah, that was fun.
Hunting.
Hunting.
But I mean, bow hunting is very much.
To be fair, everything I've shot that hit has killed the animal. I've never hit something.
100% of my hits have killed.
Not true, you target practicing.
Bow hunting is also harder. A lot harder.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's
But all of my hits have killed the animal.
yeah. An arrow versus a bullet.
And make it aware of Papa Bye.
We are broke Shark Tank. We are going into our second season, everyone. We take your ideas that sound pretty cool, but we have no money to invest, and we patent your ideas, and then we don't let you sell them. It's really as simple as that. Second season is almost out, and we hope that you guys would want to watch it.
Did I ever tell you about the cow I got? The calf?
No.
So I shot at the calf. Dad shot at the cow. It went where it needed to be. Mm-hmm. But when it went to the other side, it hit the rib. It followed, I don't know how the fuck. So it must have came in a little bit angled. So I did hit the heart and stuff. And it dropped. It didn't die immediately, but it dropped. So hit through, hit the heart, hit the lung, hit the rib, ricocheted, followed the body until the hip, and then went out the hip. And so it dropped the animal immediately. And then it sat there, did its cry. Dad's like, wait, in case the mom wants to like circle back. So I'm waiting there while it's crying. My heart's breaking, dude. I'm like, Dad, please. And eventually he's just like, okay, go take care of the animal. So I walk over there and it's still like up and like going. It's still like moving and grooving. And, you know, we're supposed to like take a knife and yeah, no, I didn't do that. I just pulled down on it. I was like, it's gone. Boom. I shot it in the neck, went right through the neck and killed it immediately.
Well, point blank range, it's going to kill.
I hit the neck though.
Oh, at least you can hit it point blank, but you can't hit it at fucking 50 yards.
No. The other one was 25 yards. It was really close. That one was only 10. See, between 10 and 50 yards, I'm fucked. Anything before or after, I'm good. It was in my hard zone, okay? What do you want from me?
It was in the zone, it can't hit anything.
I can't do it. It was close, but not close enough. He's doing things so I can edit the crap out of this.
Absolutely. So, you should tell the story of the guy you got caught poaching.
That wasn't me.
Shot.
No. Oh, no. I didn't catch him poaching.
You didn't catch him, but you found the animal.
Oh. Different. I was thinking about a different story.
Kern Creek.
It's the same place.
Whatever.
Just different.
Whatever. Okay.
Anyway.
Tell the story.
So we were walking down. We're like, okay, we didn't get anything today. Whatever. Badang. Right?
It's more of a
badang.
whatever.
So
gun sound.
We're like, okay, someone, shot one. Cool. Whatever. We had to walk down. We look over, and there's a cow. Or calf. It got hit. We did not have a cow tag. So we're like, okay, maybe we can find someone with a cow tag that can... You can't... In Utah, you cannot take an animal unless you have a tag for it. Even if it's suffering, you cannot do anything with it. It is
the second you touch it, it's now your animal.
No, will get ticketed for it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is
So
now
even if someone like hit it with their car and like shot it and it's still wounded, and you go over there to like just end it, you will get in trouble for it.
yeah, you have to call DNR first
Yeah.
or DWR, Department of Wildlife
Resources. There you go.
Well, but they're DNR. But
Yeah,
like
they're DNR.
they're also DW. Who cares?
Well, it's the Department of DWI.
Who cares? It's the same thing. DNR, DWR. Who cares? They're both officers of the law.
Oh, DWR is the district, like what it is, and DNR is the
Fine. Who cares? Same thing.
same thing. Shut up. So we walked down. Someone got a cow, like 150 yards max, and they're like, "It wasn't us." 7mm. So we have to walk down, and they're like, "We only have one tag," and I'm guessing that's probably why. We walked down. We walked down. We walked down. There's a lot of mountains. And we get in the car.
Wait, were you guys at the trail that goes up to the circle of trees?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we were like halfway down.
That's a long.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a long. It doesn't feel long because it's not like super high elevation
It's like 2 miles.
It's like first quarter mile, half mile to a mile is like uphill, and then it's just like flat, and then it's like
It goes
slight
down, flat.
and down. And then most of it's like through little wilderness walk, and it's like whatever. I'd much rather wear tennis shoes through that because wearing boots. Oh my god.
It's rough.
Because then thing is, you have the same boots each year, but you don't wear them long enough to actually break them in. So each year you just have unbroken in boots that you're
Until they
just
break
walking
slow.
2 miles until they break slowly in.
Mine would break in because I'd wear it through the season and then have the boots. Weirdo.
Continue with the story.
So we walked down.
We walked down, and then we walked down some more, and then a little bit more.
So we got in the car. We drove, found a
Truck.
got in the truck. Got in the car. Anyways,
Truck.
we got in the car and we found the DNR, and we're like, "Hey, this is what happened." Dad goes, "It's not that far." 400 yards in uphill. It's not that far.
It's not that bad.
And we're like, really, it isn't that far, but
It's a little joy walk.
a little joy walk. So they're like, okay, cool. And these DNR, we walk up there, and mind you, this calf is like wounded.
Crying.
And so all the way up there, me and Darren, so they're walking up and they go, "This is really far." And we're like, by the way, we have heavy packs on our guns. We've already walked up and came back down.
And boots. The DNR just wear like...
It was just like their safety belt. I've wore one.
Yeah, and tennis shoes.
25 pounds at max. And the lady's like, "This is really far." And they go, "Hey guys." So she didn't have to walk all the way up and walk all the way back. "Do you guys want this one? You guys didn't get one. Do you guys want this one? We'll give you a tag for it." And we're like, "Yeah,
Well, obviously.
yeah, it's me."
It's funny,
don't
I
care if
remember
you
the
shot it.
radio call to the camp, because I'm pretty sure Mom was with us, or Mom was with me, and we get the radio call. "Hey, so we got an animal.
We got an animal, but we didn't get.
But we didn't get an animal, because I
wait.
remember...
We got an animal, but we didn't use a tag." And they're like, because they didn't take one of our tags, or they just gave it to us.
Yeah.
It's because they didn't want to walk up there.
Well, obviously.
And so the lady's like, "Well, I have to go back to the car and
And start riding up so that
and start riding up so you guys can get it."
take it.
So she walks back, and me and the dude look at each other like, no. So she walks back with Dylan.
Take in mind, this whole time, our dad is with the calf, like calming it down.
No,
No?
he was at the truck.
Oh.
He had us walk back up there.
Well, no, there was one animal. I thought there's one animal he told me he went and was like calmed it down.
That was his buck. He killed it himself. He warmed up his hands, put his hands around it, it stiffened up, and he killed it. He's done it to like 3 animals.
I thought he did it to that one.
No, because he can't. He didn't have a tag for it.
Well, no, I thought he did it after the DNR said he could.
No.
No?
He wasn't up there with... Dad stayed back at the... He sent us back up. Dylan went back down with 1. Sorry. Darren went down...
That's Dad lies. He's just like, yeah, I just, covered its eyes real nice and then slit its fucking throat.
No, he did it to like 5 animals.
I know he's done it. He said that he did it to that one, and I'm like, okay, because I wasn't there, so I can fact check. Well, no, I can't. I can fact check. I just never asked.
He wasn't there. No.
He said he was.
No, he didn't walk up with us.
Whatever.
He stayed back at the truck
To get the tag?
just to... I don't know. He just sent us up there.
Okay. I mean, he was also... It's Dad.
And he just walked down, and he's like, no.
I'm not walking back up.
You guys can figure that shit out. And so Darren walks down there, and with the other DNR, I walk up, and he goes, this is a lot more than 300 yards. And I'm like...
Today's episode of Making It Weird is brought to you by 2 idiots in a handbasket with a dream. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Oh, yes.
It's like when I told the tow truck, because I got stuck deer hunting, and my truck I got pulled out by a side-by-side. Not pulled out. I got towed in more down like 50 yards.
Side note, I had sex right there.
It was on the ATV trail. Weird. Do you know?
No. You know when you like go down and it opens up, but it's all dirt road, like muddy dirt road.
No, the spot where I got stuck was like there's like a little parking lot, and I had parked at the parking lot, and the thing is, we had stayed there long enough watching this valley.
Yeah, no, that's what. Yeah,
that the fucking dirt and it started to warm up really fast, and the ground went warm, and then my truck just went slide, and I was like, oh shit. The guy in the side-by-side showed up. He's like, yeah, I could pull you out. Well, it's a little side-by-side pulling a fucking 9,000-pound truck with no winch. And so he pulled me all the way down into the little valley. And I was like, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is this? And he like tries to pull me back up the hill. And he's like, oh, tires start slipping. And I'm like...
You just made it worse.
You just made it so much worse. When I called up tow truck company, well, called my insurance because they gave me a free tow, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm like 20 cars down. And they're like, okay, well, we'll just send, whatever. And then they show up in a fucking Dodge Dakota. And I'm like, that is the funniest shit. Not a tow truck, a Dodge Dakota. With a winch in the bed. And I was like, that is why. If it was a car?
Did he get you out?
Somehow. I have no...
Okay, you can't complain.
It's because I know I'm not complaining. I'm just surprised because he had a winch on the front and a winch on the rear. And he would strap to a tree, which, like, it was open valley. So, like, for the most of it, he was just, like, burning out his tires while also the dude who was driving my truck was burning out my tires. And I'm just like, what are we doing here? Like, what the fuck is going on? Just middle of a fucking valley, just
to be fair,
Dodge Dakota just getting it, and then my truck just ramp, and I'm like,
to be fair, your 4-wheel drive went out.
My vacuum line did pop off,
so that's why you didn't have.
So I didn't have my 4-wheel drive.
Mine kind of did that, but it's not like that. I tried to switch it to 4-wheel drive, and it did not want to switch it to 4-wheel drive while it was cold. Because someone didn't put my thing back on.
Whatever.
It popped back in, that's fine.
Who cares?
Anyways, so me and the other DNR get up there. He goes, it was still alive. We got all the way down the mountain, got DNR, came back up, and it was still alive. I felt so damn bad for that animal, but I was a responsible person and got the DNR and actually dealt with it. He grabbed his handgun and went, pop!
Oh, that reminds me. Okay, continue.
And then he had to basically skin and gut the damn thing to get the bullet out.
Yeah.
And then he took the bullet back and he's like, all right, your brother's coming back up with the wagon. Bye. And walked back down. I was like, all right.
I mean, because all they need is photos and the bullet.
Came back up.
Deering.
Deering came back up, got the cart, and we pulled it back down. So that was the only animal we got that year.
See, that's a weird thing that every other hunter I've talked to, no one uses a cart. Everyone quarters it out. And I'm like, that is the... Dude, we throw an animal on...
ruins so much of the meat, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, dude, we literally just... like, explaining hunting to, like, other hunters that, like, whatever. And I'm like, yeah. We don't skin it. We gut it, throw it on the cart, push it down all the way to the truck, load it in the truck.
Oh, might get a stick so it cools it off.
Yeah. But, like, we throw it in the truck, get it back to our campsite, then skin it, then throw burlap and tarp over it, and it's cold enough that, you know, pretty much just outside the freezer. And if it warms up, we're just like, cool, we'll just take it down early. We'll just send, you know, our mom and...
We go down, we go to the nearest gas station, get some ice, stuff it up, and then get to the butcher's.
Yep.
So, never had an issue. Our butcher says that we are the premium meat every time we get it down there.
Yeah.
We get 98% of our meat back.
Yeah. And, like, there'll be years where they'll be like, oh, yeah, there's another guy that brought in an animal that he had skinned it and drug it miles.
No, he didn't skin that one. What he did...
It was the one campsite that, like he had pulled the animal through the mud, through the dirt, through everything, and just ruined pretty much all of his meat.
You might get a pound of meat. And he goes, that's fine.
So, I'm going to just use the name. Brian, and Riley.
Byron.
Me, Brian, and Riley were going off-roading. There's a little spot that we were like, oh, cool, it's an overlook, and it's like a neighborhood that's, you know, getting built and everything. Like, cool, whatever. We go up there, and we're like quarter mile in to a drive. It's pretty much just a drive that slightly goes uphill and then comes to like old water tankers, and then it's an overview. And all of a sudden, we're like, what is that in the road? There's a deer that either hopped the fence and broke its back legs, but it didn't look like it could do that with a 4-foot fence.
You're a stupid homie.
No, it looked like it got hit by a 4-wheeler. And then someone just freaked out and left. And it was sitting there half frozen into the ground. Back legs done for. Literally just frozen. And it's sitting there crying. And we're like, what do I do? I mean, we have a gun with us, but like, this is a neighborhood right there. Like, we're not gonna...
Well, you can't.
Yeah, no. And we're like, we're not gonna do it, because one, we're not supposed to. And two, the neighborhood's right there. Like, if we do...
If you're within 500 yards.
And we're like 200 yards.
Oh,
We're like kind of in someone's backyard. It wasn't someone's backyard, but it was close enough to be someone's backyard. Dude, it's 2 a.m. Who do we call? DNR's closed. We try and call them 4 times, and like, ring. DNR is closed. Call back at this time. We're like, well, that's no help. Cool. We call non-emergency. They're also closed because, you know, they have operating hours. So we're like, 911. Hey. We're like, don't really know who else to call. You know, we have an injured animal up here, and
they can take care of it.
DNR's closed. You know, city cops aren't responding. Like, cool. Yep, we'll send an officer. We waited for an hour for an officer to show up, and then when he does show up, he's just spotlight. And we're like, hello. And then he's, it's up there. Okay, I'll follow you guys up. And we're like, no, you'll see it. We'll see it. Just, you go. And then, so we followed him up. We're like, dude, it's like right there. Like, we're literally, we barely get on the dirt road and the animal's right in the middle. And he's like, okay, yep. So we follow him up and, get to the spot where the deer is. He gets out of his car, goes in the back, grabs his shotgun, walks up to the deer, looks at it, it cries, and he just shakes his head and goes, okay, pulls out his service pistol and shoots it. And I'm like, what the fuck?
What was the point of the shotgun?
What was that?
He's like, this is what it sounds like. Nah, that's not personal enough.
Why'd you... No, the thing is, he grabbed a shotgun and then had to load shells in it. So he had to take the time to load shells in his shotgun and then just choose to shoot it with his fucking service pistol. And I'm like, okay, alright. And then he's just like, yep, so I can't really let you guys take the meat. And we're like, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Whatever. Like, it's half frozen. I don't know how much meat would be good left. I mean, it's still alive, but like, I don't know how much it's like all fucked up, but like, it's still deer meat. So it's like, who cares?
Go ahead.
But he had gotten in trouble. He had given out too many tags without ever calling DNR, and he would do it, and then like later on tell him, oh yeah, by the way, I gave out a tag. Like, you're supposed to contact us first. It was 2 a.m. They're not open, so we're just like, okay, cool. So I mean, like,
Another animal's gonna get it.
and yeah, but we just pulled off to the side, and he's like, all right, cool, we'll all just back out of here and that'll be it. And we're like, okay.
What a weird.
And I have a video of the back of his patrol car. I'm like, oh yeah, we're just here with the deer. And then you just hear, we're like, okay. And then, it's kind of a funny story, but also like still a little fucked up. It's whatever.
It's funny.
I mean, we told worse stories, but it's just funny that a cop was just like, nope. Dumb.
I would have given it to you, but I get in trouble.
I'd get in trouble for it. He's like, if you guys really want to take it, I'll look the other way. We're like, nah, we're not going to attempt it because we have no idea what to do. We're like, we'd have to take it to a butcher and they demand a tag. So it's like, I don't know. Okay, whatever.
So we have came to the end of the show. Look up. Look over there. Wait, do you see that over there? It's right here. Yep, right here. This is where you can follow us. Right here. Our email is going to be, right here. You know what you could do on YouTube? Subscribe and like.
Subscribe and like.
Like and subscribe.
Well, I said that weird. Like and subscribe. I'm
going to say goodbye. You're going to say goodbye. And I'm going to say goodbye. And I don't care anymore. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.